What's up, plebheads? I'm Neo.
And I'm Jdog.
And tonight we just wanted to address a few things about the Dark Souls Remastered. Now, Jdog, as you know, we have the Dark Souls Remastered here coming up in May. I'm personally really excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
And I have been seeing so much negativity about this release. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've seen people disappointed that PC players still have to pay something for it. I've seen people disappointed that it's not a complete remake, that it's only a remaster. And, I mean, I've just seen people bitching about all kinds of different things.
Well, personally, I do wish it was a remake. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I think that would be cool, too.
But I'm happy to have the remaster. And,
me too.
You know, I think the thing is, I think it does depend. A lot of this kind of, negativity, positivity thing does kind of depend on where you played the first game. Now, we played the original game on the Xbox 360.
Absolutely.
And so I think this remaster for us will definitely be a step up. They're promising a 60 frames per second experience, especially on the PS4 Pro, which is what we're going to be playing on. And, password matchmaking, dedicated servers.
Do we get password matchmaking?
It's going to be they're going to have the password system.
Awesome.
So, and online functionality, a better Covenant system, better PvP experience. So those are things that I thought the first game on 360 really lacked.
It did, no question.
I remember you and I, okay, where are you putting your summon sign? Trying to hide it so other people couldn't summon you, right? And so that we could find each other, and a lot of times we wouldn't show up, or we would show up. And so actually summoning and getting somebody else into your game in the first game, when we were playing it, was probably the biggest challenge we faced, because we like to play through the game together. That was one of the selling points for us. And there was tons of frame rate issues on the 360. I think everybody remembers Blight Town being probably the most egregious example, but there was definitely some of those stutters that really kind of hampered the experience. So if you're like us, and you're getting this on the new gen console, right?
PS4 Pro, Xbox One X.
And paying $40 for it, I feel like it's a fair value.
Well,
I'm not going to say it's like the greatest value of all time, right? But I think it's a fair value. If you really love the game, like we do, and you want to play through it again, you want to play through it on the new console with the remastered graphics, I don't think it's a terrible purchase.
Well, how many times did we say to each other, hey, I'd really like to play Dark Souls in the PS4 with you?
Many.
But 60 FPS, high res, better graphics, better detailing.
You figure it like this. We plan on playing through the game 1 to 2 times, I'd say, probably. Let's just say something like that. You're going to get, what, 100 hours of playtime?
Yeah.
For $40?
Yeah.
So I think that's worth it. For me. I guess I can kind of understand where some of the disappointment is with the PC gaming community, because they got the Prepare to Die edition, they got, a much, I think, better experience on PC. Initially,
after somebody went and patched it and fixed it for Bandai.
Yeah,
somebody went and did their job.
Fair enough. So I guess I can sort of understand some of their disappointment, but they are only having to pay $20 for this, and I guess you look at it for $20, you're going to get the online connectivity.
Yeah, which
you have to decide whether or not that's worth it.
I always said having that fixed was totally worth it, but
and again, I feel that it's worth $20, but mileage may vary. So
I always think that as a gaming community, though, I think we have to remember certain things that the developers don't just think about PC. They don't just think about Xbox One. They don't just think about PS4. They don't just think about Nintendo Switch. They have to think about all of them as a collective whole.
That's right.
Sure, PC players may be kind of miffed about it because, of all the...
basically,
they already have this remastered edition.
They're getting the least of the upgrade.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
That's a fair statement.
But what PC gamers have to remember is it's not all about them. Mm-hmm. Just like sometimes Xbox, PlayStation 4, and Switch players have to remember, hey, it's not all about us. You know, we have to, as a collective community, not just as PC Master Race or PS4 Master Race or whatever, not just as all of those different groups.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to remember, hey, it's about everything as a whole.
True, and you know, Bandai obviously is looking to make money, right? And to
realistically,
you know, and the thing about a remaster is, you know, you've kind of already got the base code and the base game and the base game design, so you really only have to touch it up and make sure that it functions well, and you can get another $40 for it.
Yep.
So, you know, for people like us, we're becoming very profitable to them, buying a, you know, seven-year-old game, basically, and paying another $40 for it. So, I guess that speaks to the quality of the game that we're willing to do that.
I think so.
I don't buy a lot of remasters if it's a game I've played already. So, yeah, quality of the game does speak for itself. We are excited for it. We do feel we're getting our money's worth out of it.
Absolutely.
Again, mileage varies. I understand that. But I think it'll be nice to be able to go through Dark Souls again. Hopefully in a upgraded way with, you know, high quality frame rate and a good online experience.
Let me ask you this. You know, we look at games like Dark Souls. You can even look at a game like The Last of Us. I never played that on PS3. So when I played it on PS4 Remastered,
it was worth it.
I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
So I feel like players that maybe didn't snag Dark Souls the first time around on Xbox 360, anybody that has like Xbox One, even Xbox One X, anybody that has PS4, PS4 Pro, that wants to try Dark Souls the original for the first time, this is a good way for them maybe to get into the series, the franchise.
That's a very good point too. Like, there could be a community of gamers, right, that PS4 is their first ever console. I mean, we've got to remember that too. I mean, we're older gamers. I mean, we've had every console since what, NES or Sega Genesis, I think.
Genesis,
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, so there is a contingent of gamers out there that the PS4 is their console. So if you have the PS4, you probably don't go buy a PS3, right? You usually don't buy consoles that were released before the one that you start with, if that makes sense. So you may never have played this, and this does give that fan base an opportunity, or that gaming, you know, base an opportunity to become fans of this series as well. So I'm sure Bandai and Namco are looking at that as a potential market as well. So again, from a business perspective, I can understand that.
Yeah, and I think anybody that goes into this thinking that it's not about making money and that it's not about business, I think anybody that, you know, tries to look past that, I think they're doing themselves a disservice, because it is a business.
Well, it is. Of course it is. I mean, you got to understand. I mean, these companies are not operating and paying, you know, hundreds of, you know, whatever, game designers, artists, you know, programmers, stuff, paying these guys yearly salaries and all these marketing budgets and stuff, not to make money.
Yeah.
So, look, you are getting the Notorious to the Abyss DLC with this. Are getting.
I keep forgetting that, by the way.
Yeah,
I think that's awesome.
I'm excited for that because I'd like to play through that again.
It was a huge DLC, by the way.
It was a good DLC.
It was a monster DLC.
Very good. So, I think the content is worth it.
Absolutely.
But then again, I haven't played the original Dark Souls in multiple years, for the most part. So, getting a chance to go back through it, again, to me, is worth it because I think it's a great experience. It's something I'll want to do again.
I'm playing the Prepare to Die edition right now on PC just to kind of psych myself up. And, you know, I haven't downloaded any updates, I haven't downloaded any upgrades or anything like that, no patches, nothing like that. And honestly, I can say, like, I see frame rate issues. I see areas where graphics can be improved. And I'll be really interested just to kind of see how the PS4 handles that. And
It'll
kind
be
of
nice
see how
to
this
compare it,
remaster handles that.
Yeah. And to compare it. Again, yes, a part of me does understand the PC gripe.
Absolutely.
It does, because
we're not totally ignorant. I mean,
you are getting the least of the value.
You're definitely getting the short
or
end
the least
of
of the upgrade. Now, if you're like us and the last time you played this was on 360 or on PS3, you're getting a nice upgrade.
Yeah, you're excited.
I think you're getting a good upgrade here. I think you're getting a well worth your money upgrade. Mm-hmm. And again,
especially if you have friends you want to play through it with, friends you want to introduce to the series for the first time, or you know, you want that better online connectivity.
Yeah,
I think it all goes together for that.
So I think, yes. Do I think, again, not every remaster is worth it, depending on when you played the game and where you played the game, and I think that is a fair statement. And it just depends, I think, how big of a fan you are of the original game and whether or not you're jonesing for it again. I mean, you look at a lot of the games that come out, and it's like, damn, you're better off to just play Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's better.
Pretty much.
It's more fun. So, it's a thought, you know?
Jdog and I are curious what all of you think. Comment down below and let us know what you're thinking about the Dark Souls Remastered coming out here at the end of May. We're personally looking forward to checking it out. We'll be playing on the PS4 Pro, and we will be streaming our complete playthrough of the game.
We will.
Very, very excited for that, and that's going to be an awesome time. Like the video if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to the Balding Plebs, become a plebhead, and join our family today for more gameplay, live streams, hangout nights, family nights, and content like this.
Good night, everyone.
GG, ya plebs, and we'll see you in Lordran.